Today in this video, we are going to start a chapter from class 11, complex number. This is one of the important chapter for class 11th mathematics. सबसे पहले हम इसके इंट्रोडक्शन की बात करेंगे. अभी तक क्लास 10 तक you have studied a large number of large numbers, like large type of numbers you have studied already, like natural number, integers, positive integers, negative integers, rational numbers, real numbers. So what was the need to introduce a complex numbers? जब इतने सारे नंबर्स ऑलरेडी हम स्टडी कर चुके थे तो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर की नीड क्यों आई? व्हाट वाज द नीड ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर? सो द मोटिव फॉर द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, द मोटिव for the introduction of complex number. The motive, what was the motive? The motive for the introduction of complex number was our desire to make every equations solvable. So the motive for the introduction of complex number was our desire to make every equation solvable. जितने भी इक्वेशंस हैं उन सबको हम सॉल्व कर सके. जितने भी इक्वेशंस हैं उन सबका सॉल्यूशन हम फाइंड आउट कर सके. इसके लिए कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर को इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया. एवरी अलजेब्रिक इक्वेशंस solvable. Suppose the equation x square plus 4 equals to 0. Let us take an example. X square plus 4 equals to 0. So this equation has no solution in the set of real numbers. X square plus 4 equals to 0. So this equation has no solution in the set of real numbers. X square plus 4 equals to 0. इसका रियल नंबर में सॉल्यूशंस पॉसिबल नहीं है. क्यों नहीं पॉसिबल है? बिकॉज देयर कैनॉट बी अ रियल नंबर x. बिकॉज देयर कैनॉट बी अ रियल नंबर x whose square is -4. Because there is no any real number of x. Because there is no any real number of x whose square is -4. रियल नंबर के अंदर कोई भी x की वैल्यू नहीं है जिसका स्क्वायर -4 हो. x square plus 4 equals to 0, then x square equals to -4. अब ये इक्वेशन सॉल्व करने के लिए हमें x की ऐसी वैल्यू ढूंढनी होगी. We will have to find the value of x which स्क्वायर इज -4। अगर x की कोई ऐसी वैल्यू पॉसिबल हो जिसका स्क्वायर -4 आ जाए, तब तो इसका रियल नंबर में सॉल्यूशन है, अदरवाइज सॉल्यूशन नहीं। सो इन रियल नंबर we can't solve this equation. So in order to remedy this situation, a new kind of number was introduced. In order to remedy this situation, a new type of number was introduced. In order to remedy this situation, a new type of numbers were introduced. A new type of numbers was introduced, called complex numbers. So what was our motive? The motive for the introduction of complex number was our desire to make every equation solvable. As for example, x square plus 4 equals to 0 and x square is equals to -4. So this equation has no solution in the set of real numbers. Why? Because there is no any real value of x whose square is -4. कोई ऐसा रियल वैल्यू नहीं है जिसका स्क्वायर -4 हो जाए। सो इस रेमेडी को सॉल्व करने के लिए, इन ऑर्डर टू रेमेडी दिस सिचुएशन, इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए न्यू टाइप ऑफ नंबर वाज इंट्रोड्यूस कॉल्ड कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर। Euler was the mathematician, Euler. Euler was the mathematician who introduces a symbol। Euler ने एक सिंबल इंट्रोड्यूस किया कॉल्ड आयोटा। एंड आयोटा इज इक्वल्स टू अंडर रूट ऑफ -1, and by squaring both sides we get iota square equals to -1. So Euler was the mathematician who introduces a symbol called iota, represented by iota, and iota equals to under root of -1 and iota square equals to -1. So iota is not a real number. Iota is not a real number. Iota is not a real number. And given the name as imaginary number, iota is not a real number and was given the name imaginary number। So in order to remedy this situation, a new type of number was introduced called complex number, and Euler was the mathematician who introduces a symbol called iota, and iota iota is equals to under root of -1, and by squaring both sides we get iota square is equals to -1. So this is about the introduction of a complex number. Complex number was introduced to make every equation solvable. So, in a complex number, if x and y are real numbers, if x and y are real numbers, if x and y are real numbers, then we can form a number. Then we can form a number x plus iota y. Then we can form a number x plus iota y. X plus iota y. And this number is called complex number. This number is called complex number. So if x and y are real, if x and y are real numbers, then we can form a number x plus iota y. We can form a number x plus iota y. And this number is called a complex number. Thus, a number of the form x plus iota y. Thus, a number of the form x plus iota y, where x and y are real numbers, where x and y are real numbers, x and y are real numbers, is called a complex number, is called a complex number, and is denoted by z. So complex number is represented by z, and z equals to x plus iota y. Complex number is represented by a symbol z. Z equals to x plus iota y, where x and y are real numbers. So now we talk about the real and imaginary part of a number. The real and imaginary part of a number. So z equals to x plus iota y is a complex number where x, where this part, where x is called the real part of a number and y is called imaginary part. So z equals to x plus y is a complex number where x is called a real part and y is called imaginary part. So real part is written as real object and imaginary part is written as imaginary object. So real part of a complex number is represented by or written as real z and imaginary part is represented as imaginary of z. Now we talk about purely real number. What is purely real number? Purely real number. So in a complex number z equals to x plus iota 1, the term x is real part and the term included with iota, the term included connected with iota is called imaginary part. The term in which there is no iota is called real part and the term which is related to iota is called imaginary part of a complex number. Now we talk about purely real number. Purely real number. A complex number z equals to x plus iota 1 is called a purely real number if its imaginary part is 0. If its imaginary part is 0, that is imaginary of z equals to 0. So if in a complex number z equals to x plus y, the imaginary part is 0, then this complex number is called purely real number. Purely real number. So imaginary part is 0, it means y equals to 0. If y equals to 0, then the number is called purely real number. So example 2, 3, 4, 5, all these numbers in which y is 0 is called purely a real number. So 2 can be expressed in terms of a real part and imaginary part, or in terms of a complex number z equals to 2 plus iota into 0. Similarly 3, 4, 5 can be represented by, in terms of complex number, 5 plus iota into 0. So the imaginary part means y is 0, then the number is called purely real number. Now purely imaginary number. Purely imaginary number. A complex number z equals to x plus iota y is called a purely imaginary number. It's called a purely imaginary number if its real part is 0. If its real part is 0, that is real object equals to 0. This implies x equals to 0. As for example, the number 2 iota, 5 iota, 3 iota, all these are purely imaginary number, because in this the real part is 0, and this can be expressed as a complex number. 0 plus iota into 2, 0 plus iota into 3. So this number is called, such type of numbers are called purely imaginary numbers. Now we discuss few properties of a complex number. We discuss few properties of a complex number. First, every real number is a complex number. Every real number is a complex number. Every real number is a complex number. 0 is both real and purely imaginary. 0 is both pure real and pure imaginary number. Zero is both pure real number and pure imaginary number. Now, these are the two properties, basic properties. What about equality of a complex number? Equality of a complex number. Of a complex number. So complex number may also be represented as a plus iota b, u plus iota b, where a and b are real number, where u and b are real number. It is also represented by x plus iota y, where x and y are real numbers. So complex number can also be represented in many terms: a plus iota b, u plus iota b, x plus iota y. So suppose there are two complex numbers. Suppose two complex numbers. Two complex numbers. Two complex numbers. x1 plus iota y1 and x2 plus iota y2 are equal, are said to be equal, are said to be equal if x1 equals to x2 and y1 equals to y. So two complex numbers x1 plus iota y1 and x2 plus iota y2 are said to be equal if and only if x1 equals to x2 and y1 equals to y2. Let us see its justification. and suppose x1 plus iota y1 is equals to x2 plus iota y. Now we can write x1 minus x2 equals to iota y2 minus y. Then squaring both sides, we get x1 minus x2 the whole square plus iota square y2 minus y1 the whole square equals to x1 minus x2 the whole square equals to iota square y2 minus y1 the whole square, and this can be written as x1 minus x2 the whole square. Iota square equals to minus 1. We use the formula iota square equals to minus 1 because iota equals to under root of minus 1. So squaring both sides, we get iota square equals to minus 1. So this minus y2 minus y1 the whole square, and this may be written as x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square equals to 0. And this condition is possible only. This is possible only if x1 minus x2 equals to 0. This implies x1 equals to x2, and y1 minus y2 equals to 0. This implies y1 equals to y. So we verify the result that if x1 equals to x2 and y1 equals to y2, then we can say that the two complex numbers are equal. Now we start exercise 5.1 of a complex number. Exercise 5.1, NCERT exercise 5.1 of a complex number. In first question, express each of the complex number in the form of a plus iota b. Express each of the complex number in the form a plus iota, where a is the real part and b is the imaginary part, and a and b both are real numbers. So the first question is 5 iota and multiplied by minus 3 by 5 iota. 5 iota into minus 3 by 5 iota. So there is a multiplication sign in between. So 5 iota minus 3 by 5 iota, 5 and 5 gets cancelled, and we get minus 3 iota into iota, iota square, and the value of iota square is minus 1. So we get 3. And we have to express in the form of a plus iota b. So we will write 3 plus iota into 0. So this has been expressed in the form of a plus iota b, where a is 3 and b is 0. Now second question, iota की power 9, iota raised to the power 9, iota raised to the power 9 plus iota raised to the power 19. So in such type of questions, we express iota, the power of iota, in terms of a square. So iota raised to the power 9 can be written as iota square raised to the power 4 into iota. 2 into 4, 8, iota raised to the power 8 and iota raised to the power 1, it becomes iota raised to the power 9. And this can be expressed as iota square raised to the power 9 into iota, because iota raised to the power 18 into iota, it becomes iota raised to the power 19. And we know iota square equals to -1. So -1 raised to the power 4 into iota plus -1 raised to the power 9 into iota. And we know if the power of negative integer is even, then it gives the positive value. So 1 into iota, and this is the odd power, so it gives negative value, means minus of iota, and iota minus iota equals to 0, and we have to express in the form of a plus iota b. So we will write 0 plus iota into 0. So this has been expressed in the form of a plus iota b. It means it has real part and imaginary part, both are 0. Real and imaginary part, both are 0. Minus iota raised to the power 9, it gives -1, and minus plus minus 1 into iota, and iota minus iota is 0. The next is iota raised to the power -39. Iota raised to the power -39. So firstly we will make it positive. We can write 1 upon iota raised to the power 39, and iota raised to the power 39 is written as iota square raised to the power 19 into iota. Iota square is written as -1 raised to the power 19 into iota, and -1 raised to the power 19, it gives -1, so it becomes minus iota. Now we rationalize by iota, multiply the numerator and denominator by iota. So we get iota upon minus iota square. So minus iota square comes to be -1. So we get iota upon 1, and the result comes to be iota. So in the form of a plus iota b, we will write 0 plus iota. Here the imaginary part is 1. The coefficient of iota, imaginary part is 1. In denominator, there not be term containing iota. Since in denominator there was iota, that's we have multiplied the numerator and denominator by iota. So this is the way to express the complex number in the form of a plus iota b. In the next video we will proceed this exercise.